Now, the house that Peggy's in now, when that wasn't the original house of the Mastel Ranch, was it?
No,
So where was it? It was down.
it clears up the Red Elm.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, well, the house that was in there, I think, was it moved? You moved that house or bought it and then moved it and redid
Curly
it?
Satter bought it.
Huh?
Curly Satter bought it and moved it out there.
Oh, really? And whose ranch was that before Mastel? Before Grandpa Mastel bought it?
The home place you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it was Mama's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they come up from Nebraska and bought it, but there was a priest there.
That was a homestead deal, wasn't it?
Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, everything back was homestead at times, wasn't it?
Homestead then?
No, Grandpa Pillar came up. I think Father Golden got him interested in that somehow, and he came up. Father Golden had it, and I think then Mom was how old? 17, I think, when they moved to Faith. And then I think Grandpa, they probably went back to Nebraska or something, but then Dad, of course, Mom's family, were just sure that Dad had just got them for nothing. He told them that he paid for it, so he got that straightened out.
So that was from Grandma's family.
Yeah.
That's who bought it from. How big was the ranch? How big was it, the original?
Oh, I don't know.
But they were down in Red Elm and stuff initially. The original Mastel.
No, they were
They came to Faith and bought it.
from Nebraska, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when did Grandpa buy it?
Oh God, I don't know when he.
Were the kids? How many kids were small? The kids were pretty young then, or Bill and Bob?
We were
I mean,
most of us were
Bill
gone
and
already.
Murray.
before
Yeah.
He made the arrangements with their family in Nebraska to bought it from him.
What now?
See, the kids, I think he bought it from the kids that were still in Nebraska. He bought it. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know how that hung together.
Huh. And then the original house there was you lived in that house then for a while and then bought the house that Peggy has now.
Yeah,
Yeah, they moved that in the wintertime. The house that there now.
Uh-huh.
But there was a small house and they sold it to Leonard Satter out there, Marine.
Oh, yeah.
And he moved it out there.
But how big was that? And then how many of the kids were, how many of you lived in that house before the new one came in?
we all
Well, I think
Y'all
of
grew
us-
up there?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, well, when did the house what year did that house get moved in, the current house?
Oh, I was in high school,
Oh, okay.
45.
45.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was somewhat more recent then.
Then it took a few years. Dad would work on it, just kind of straighten up. So it was there quite a while before we moved. We all moved into it. And,
Oh yeah, we worked on it a long time.
yeah.
So all the kids and Grandma and Grandpa were in that smaller house down. Was it like south and east
Yeah.
down there or something? I think I remember seeing maybe the foundation or something, residuals of it and stuff. So, huh? Now, so you didn't walk down the lane to the beer or to the bar and stuff. You walked over the hill and down because you had a roadhouse. You had a roadhouse at one time for
Yeah.
several years, right on 212. Yes.
Yeah.
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 So, were you a beer server or did you
Oh, Herbst was the
bartender?
bartender. You remember them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was bartender.
So,
But they got beer in kegs,
Oh, yeah.
fixed a kind of a plank deal where they could roll them down into the basement, and they could hook them up at the basement, and then they
Yeah,
push the beer out upstairs.
Yeah. So it wasn't ice cold beer, it was like basement temperature beer.
Yeah.
So you didn't have ice beer like they do, yeah, so refrigeration was not you mainly just sold beer then?
If they had any ice beer, they had to go to the ice house and buy a chunk of ice.
Oh, really? So, to put in the beer.
Yeah.
So, okay, so.
I remember after that burned, you know, we'd go down there and we could, the coins were all melted together.
Mhm.
Probably still some there.
That's what someone else said there. I think Kay said if you're going with a metal detector, that's where to go.
Yeah.
So. They'd be silver too. They'd all be silver coins too, real silver ones, yeah, so. You said, were you the one or was it Kay that the priest from Faith would come out and he couldn't go to the bar, but you'd have, one of the two, you had to run down and get a picture.
We'd run down and get something.
So none of the kids and stuff were barmaids then, huh? You didn't have to serve beer?
No, I don't think none of us ever
Yeah.
went down.
And what years were that, do you recall?
Oh,
I remember odd things.
I don't know.
Let's take a
Where did we
left.
end up, Bob? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's fun. Oh, excuse me. It's funny what I remember. I remember hair appointments, but
I don't remember, but it seemed like it would have been around the,
I can't remember like conversations I had with people, but I can remember
had been
random
the
stuff.
40s or before.
I don't know if it matters, but I remember.
So yeah, we had houses, well, the house was moved in the 40s, so was it before the house when it burned?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how many years was it, was the bar there? Was it just basically there's a roadhouse and
I
that,
don't think it was there a
no
year.
license needed or anything back then?
Yeah, I don't think it was a year of this, I don't know, the guy was trying to, they had gas lights, and he was gonna pump it up, but instead of screwing the cap down, he pumped it, well, the gas went all over the whoosh situation.
Oh God. All
I don't
gone.
think it was there a year, they tore the dance hall, the barn had a floor in it, you know, and used to have barn dances there. Well, Dad tore that out and put it in that, you know, everything went up.
That went oh damn. So. Then was, well, Faith, but you'd made a lot of trips to Marine, the Marine dance hall and stuff. I can't remember you saying
Oh,
some
yeah.
people.
Good dances.
Big gathering place out there. I think that Marine dance thing is still standing, if I'm not mistaken.
It's, windows are
It's,
all out of it.
yeah, probably dangerously
Don tried
decrepit.
to buy the whole thing, you know, and, Schulke, yeah. Daryl Schulke, he wouldn't sell it, you know, it's just,
Hmm.
yeah.
Look, the Schulke's, the Schulke's still live out there? No. The Schulke, I thought there's Haynes kids and stuff. I think Haynes married some Schulke's. Yeah, I don't know, but, So, yeah.
Had some good dances
Yeah.
there.
Now, I remember sometimes seeing Indians out there and stuff. Were they still, how were they roaming the prairie and stuff?
Some Indians?
Yeah, I recall Indians and stuff out there at one point in time. Not too many, so they might have been headed to Bear Butte or something. So, but a lot of buffalo.
The Indians used to come into Faith, like when they had their show and rodeo and stuff, you
Uh-huh.
know. The Indians would come in and camp on that, up there close to the stockyards.
Yeah, yeah.
I think might be just a couple when Betty gets through then I'll look. No, Betty gonna be on there.
They were supposed to, for a stock show one time, they were supposed to have a show, you know, they were supposed to start at 1:00, I think, well, they said they're working on Indian time, they're 2 hours late. I said, well, send them back to the reservation.
Yeah.
I got to sing the national anthem twice for the stock show. quite an honor.
Do they still have much of a stock show or in faith?
I think it's
They still have it still pretty good. It used to be pretty extensive with the floats and all that and the parade and all. So remember the twins always had the Tally twins always had a thing of bringing up the rear and cleaning up the horse and poop and stuff in their clown suits. Right.
I don't think Roland one time, I don't know how he had it rigged up, but he had a toilet stool on that, and that was the end of the parade.
Well, they always came up with something. Had all year to think about it, probably.
Yeah. Gary Vance has that place now,
The
the twins.
Oh, really? Yeah, I thought I heard something of that nature. Didn't he Morris also? Who owns Uncle Morris's?
Valerie, Larry Brown and his wife had.
That's right. They remember they moved out there not all long after they moved to Sturgis, Arlene and Morris. So,
What was Wayne Doak's brother's name that got killed and then taken off that time? Don. Yeah.
was it older or younger?
Younger.
He was younger than Wayne.
How did he die? Or killed?
He,
Overshot the runway, I think. It was
Oh, in a plane, flying.
in the service, yeah.
it was either taking off or landing him into the other. I don't remember which.
Yeah.
He was in the military jet or military plane.
Military
Oh,
aircraft.
yeah, so Air Force or whatever. So what now? What was Wayne in? What was military service was? Did he go
was
in?
the Army.
Army, okay. So I remember so he was in Battle of the Bulge and stuff. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Wayne had a metal plate in his head.
Yeah.
He was catching a ride on a tank. And he said next thing he knew he was in a hospital.
So a shell or something came by or hit.
I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, Pat had a lot of the. Fact is he might actually send you pictures of them to see if you know what they are. But there were a whole lot of medals in Wayne's and they thought a lot of them were from Grandpa Mastel's.
Yeah.
And stuff. Now, what service was Grandpa Mastel in?
He was in the Army.
In
World
Army.
War One.
World War One. Okay. So
Yeah, he
it's in German. What country?
He was in
German.
Germany.
German and France, yeah.
I remember him once talking about I don't know where it was. He was telling me. I think I was helping him doing roofing or something at one point. He said there was this guy in the German or in the military over there, and his sergeant, his helmet never fit with it damn apparently and stuff. And his sergeant would always come by and slap him on the head and try to put that helmet. His head was too big.
That was Grandpa Pillen.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was his. His
Yeah.
head didn't fit.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
And he got out of Germany under a load of hay.
really?
And he said when they come to the line, this guy was there with a pitchfork and he had a hole in his cheek where that tine went through.
Damn.
Almost got
Was he a prisoner? You mean, or how?
No, he was either go to the service or get out of Germany. And
Oh, oh,
Sneaking out.
he didn't want to be a Nazi, or didn't want to, or whatever. I'm not sure what it would have been back then. It would have been Nazis for World War II, of course.
I don't know, somehow or other he got to the States,
That was Pillen, Grandpa Pillen.
Grandpa Pillen, and he, I think he lost they had 4 kids, and I think they had measles and lost them all.
Except him.
Yeah, and then he got another wife, and went back and got another wife, and then she was Mama's mother.
Oh, okay.
Married,
Is that where Grandma learned to speak English? Is from her father?
No, mom.
From mom, his mother was also, so she was from Germany. So he went back to Germany to get to find it.
But when we were down to Bottom Range one time, her mother took us out to the cemetery and said, "Do you know that your grandma is buried there in Marion? Our grandma is buried there."
So the Pillen, Grandpa Pillen, those were the pictures that were on her piano. I think I saw a family picture, and Grandma was like the youngest.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Dad always insisted that the one was Mom. He said, "No, we just knew it wasn't. It was something. It was Aunt Gertie." But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the Gert and all that. And
yeah,
Tracy, she was a sister. She was
to
Grandpa's
Dad.
sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, did they all come and visit quite often in Faith?
Oh, not too much. I think Aunt Tracy was probably there twice, 3 times, but
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I thought Tracy seemed to, but she was there every 2 years for
Yeah.
at least a summer or something. I remember seeing her all the time.
I remember one time she came and it was the dirty 30s, and I remember we
Look, I'm
lived
gonna
in
put
that
this on
basement house.
the
you know,
elevator.
and, oh,
Get it
we-
off the elevator.
We were eating Russian
For Mr.
peanuts,
Sidney.
and there was a stack,
Yeah, you can come down and get it with
like a haystack. By the time we got through, oh my God, it was so dirty.
They grew. They about the only thing that grew then, or
Yeah, we had the big sunflowers, you know, and they
Huh.
dry out.
Oh.
We had Russian peanuts then.
oh, Russian peanuts as a sunflower seed.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Then Grandpa had a brother that was Andrew. He passed away there as well.
Yeah.
At the, and
Well, Dad, he was slightly handicapped, and Dad had told his dad that he would always take care of Andrew. You know, so he was there. I was in high school when he went to the hospital in Mulbridge and never made it home. It was at the end of it.
Boy, he smoked heavy.
yeah.
He'd cough up blood.
Yeah.
Then they took him to Mobridge.
Now, on Grandpa's side of the family, where did his father come from? Were they? Where is it? Did the immigrants originally, or?
West of Aberdeen.
Oh, really?
That's where he was born.
Oh, yeah.
He and Andrew were
Right.
born, and I think they lost their mother, I believe, in childbirth. I just don't remember quite for sure. But anyway,
And so it was him and Andrew
they,
were the two. Well,
yeah, they were kicked out when their dad remarried or something.
Oh, really? At what age?
So that was the reason they were,
So close, pretty. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, what age were they when they were? Where did they go, or what did they do?
well, he was kicked out, I think when he was 10 or 11 years old.
Oh,
She gotta be on that upside
And they went
from
to
in
work-
Aberdeen.
Yeah, West Aberdeen, Bottle.
somewhere around.
And they went to work for some farmer there.
Well, they still had to be raised
Yeah,
at that
they-
age. Now, where was his father come? Where was Grandpa Mastel's? What do you call it? Where they immigrated from? How was that?
I don't know where.
I thought Grandpa Mastel almost said Russian or something at one point in time, but I might be wrong. So I was just curious if you knew where that the original what do you call it immigration. So Grandma Mastel, they were German, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
right. That was, one time he said something about Seattle, that they migrated from Seattle east, but apparently that's it might have been, I might have been wrong about that, but I know he used to talk about when he had a thrashing machine and stuff, and their combine or thrashing machine, he had it loaned out or he leased it or something so they could sell more.
He took it around and did the threshing.
The thrashing, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
most of the time they had good meals, you know, at noon, but I remember one time they got to Charlie, or, not Charlie Walters, the other Walters, and I guess the meal there was absolutely horrible.
Oh, well, we had threshing 2 different times, I remember, and
Yeah.
you were doing the cooking and stuff, because I remember, I think, Arlene, Morris's wife was out, and Grandma Mastel and everything,
Yeah.
they were cooking the threshing machine, or was it threshing machine party, or
Yeah.
the day or 2 days of, so. It,
For several years, they'd have a thrashing run and they'd thrash all over the county pretty near, seemed like.
yeah,
Way down by the Sulphur Creek.
yeah. Were the sons involved in that? You were part of the team or whatever, or
We
you were always
run
on?
a team in the bundle rack, yeah.
Those horses. It wasn't done by tractors and stuff.
The what?
You said a team. A team of guys picking it up and unloading it into the thrashing machine and
Yeah.
stuff. So,
Yeah.
wow. Now I see them tow up a lot of times in the Dakotas and stuff. They tow them up on the butte of the highest hill and stretch them all out so they look like a dinosaur up on top of the hills.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think that's always neat. I don't know if they're. But,
I don't know, if Tony took that threshing machine, I know he got the belt, but I don't know if the threshing machine's still out behind the,
I'm not sure. I recall he might have been trying to tow it or something. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but I don't know about that kind of a mess. But I guess he kept the truck from Kansas.
you know, I wrote to Harmony and I said, don't you dare sell that truck, so I don't know. I think it's in North Dakota somewhere.
Somewhere. Oh, really? So, that she would have got. Yeah. So.
Oh, the one I had?
Yeah, the one you've got. Was it Old International or? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Old International Harvester truck, or IH. I think that's what they're called. They made some interesting. Well, Bob Talley had an international pickup, and
yeah, he did.
yeah, he kept that. He still had that. So,
That was a Studebaker.
Yeah.
I wonder where that wound up at.
Yeah, Harmony's got it.
Tony's
Harmony's
daughter.
got it?
Yeah. I told her, I said, don't you dare sell that, but it's hard telling.
Yeah, the only chance it's still around is if it's with her mother, I suppose.
Yeah.
So. And they're still up there on north of Lemon Road or something, or
Harmony?
yeah, her
She's
parents.
She's in,
No, her parents, her mother.
her mother, yeah, is south of Lemon somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
She retired and got a nice.
Well, good.